Long time no see. So, a house tour. I thought it would be really amazing to show you my house because it's such a continuum and integral part of my magic and my spiritual practice. So, it makes sense to show you guys because this is a magical channel. And also, I love decorating. It's super meditative to me, and I could look at content considering decor all day, every day. So here we go. This is a bit of an overview of my living room, and the theme was sort of Art Deco, 40s, 30s, Rococo, romantic goth, Castlevania, Roses of Versailles, you know, church, German, not German, Germanic architecture, Catholic imagery, so on and so on. So this is the overview. My vanity, which I love, though I do not do my makeup in front of the vanity, which I feel is the case for a lot of people who have vanities, but I will aspire to do my glam here. And I will at some point. I'm a bit of a collector of vintage porcelain, especially if it has roses. Shut up and take my money. This for sure. This is called Capo di Monte, is the style or the place where this sort of porcelain is made. And I absolutely love this style in particular. It's Italian porcelain, which Italians just know beauty. Like they are so good at doing very over the top pieces, but they still look like elegant. And my wall of amazing women, that's my grandma, rest in power. And Audrey, because that film is so good, underrated or Audrey film. I love Funny Face so much. Frida, because duh. And this is a bit of a um, Guadalupe appreciation wall as well, because I'm a huge fan of Mary and Guadalupe. So that kind of accidentally became a Guadalupe thing as well. And obviously the shells are heavily connected to Mary and Guadalupe. So I put that there. And here is my bookshelf, which is currently covered up by my huge chair because I like to sit here. So I put the chair here, and also I just don't have a space for it anywhere else. And I have my vinyl player, my LP player there, and some other knickknacks that I still have to arrange. But I adore peacocks. The peacock feather to me is the most magical thing. Just look at the color, look at the shape. I want to do a video about the symbolism in the peacock feathers because it's so interesting to me. And lately I've been on a teal kick. To me, teal is the color of gods and goddesses. It's the most magical color ever. And so here is my homage to Mary. And for me, how I connect to Mary through imagery and symbolism, the two major ones are roses and shells. So I'm a huge fan of roses. I'm gonna be using the word fan probably a lot. This actually, on the back of this, it says Chicago Art Museum 82, which was so cool. So it is authentically 80s, and I love 80s coloring. 80s paintings have the most beautiful pastel color palettes, and I'm a fan. Over here is an image of Edward Munch's painting called Madonna, and my friend uh, drew this for me and made it look a bit like me. The face and the hair is supposed to be in the likeness of me. This is my favorite Mary picture that I have. This flower vase I got as a birthday gift from my boyfriend. Here is a jade horse. It's year of the horse, year of the fire horse to be exact. And my boyfriend actually is, his Chinese zodiac is the horse, I believe. So yeah. But here's this area, and here's, well, that was actually my vision board, but I'm not gonna show you because we're moving in silence in 2026. So, but here we go. And then here is like a bit of a coffee shop, cafeteria area of my living room, which I purposely wanted it to be a bit of a French Parisian cafe or something. And we have just, don't mind the chairs, they're full of cat hair. I love these chairs. These are like the most beautiful chairs, but they collect cat hair like I collect paintings and knickknacks. Or like Thanos collects infinity stones. Like this, these are just a magnet for cat hair, and it's dark blue. So there's that. Here's a bit of an oddity wall. Sorry, I have to speed up a little bit because my battery is running low. But my oddity wall, that's me. And that's that. Little fashion illustration from the 50s, but it's supposed to be from a fashion magazine from the 1800s. Another peacock. My Moroccan tables, which I adore because I'm half Moroccan myself. So these are very special to me. My plant is called African spear, actually, this plant is called. And I've named him Obatala because we're a fan of Obatala here. My blue books to tie in with the blue accents in my decor. We have some Khalil Gibran. And then we have the book about Gaia, who was Salvador Dali's muse and wife. And it's very thought-provoking book. Like Gaia wasn't really the nicest person, I must say, but she was very powerful, and it makes you think how many women actually were behind of the great artist and scientist of the yesteryears, pulling the strings and, you know, influencing the art and science that was happening at the time where women weren't really allowed to be on the forefront. So that book really kind of deals with that, or makes you think about that more. But and it also makes you know more about Dali and how fragile Dali actually was. He was very, very fragile person, but I do like his art a lot because his art is so riddled in mysticism, which I obviously feel drawn to. So we do like Dali's art for that reason. And this is my art Deco radio cabinet. So this is where the LP player actually is supposed to go. But I have not yet gotten around to it because then I have to sort the cord situation and everything. And I also want to restore this because it is a bit, it's seen better days. But I only paid 20 euros for this, which was such a steal. And that would be equivalent to $20 or so. Now I have to speed up even more before my phone shuts off. But over here is my bedroom area, and the inspiration for this was jewel tones, fantastical Arabian Nights. I want to add more fuchsia here. Fuchsia, because fuchsia red or fuchsia pink and teal is unbeatable color combination, and I crave that, and I want more of that here. But this is what it looks like now, and I love it already. And I have a elephant nightstand here. So I'm gonna do some changes here and paint the walls and stuff when I get around to it, but I'm okay with it now. And here is my kitchen. Now, this is also not complete, but I want to make this black and red. So it's still a work in progress. Here's my 50s diner radio and CD player, which I got from my boyfriend as well as a gift. It's not actually from the 50s, but it looks like it. It fits the theme that I'm kind of going for. But this is still work in progress. I have to do this pattern all the way up there. And so that's what we want. And then we go into my hallway, which I want to be very like old school Valentine's Day, cherubs, very pastel, Marie Antoinette Rococo. And this is what I have so far. I absolutely love the way this turned out. I want a pink heart-shaped rug over here. And I'm going to have this, not a bookshelf. In Finnish, it's called vitriini, like a glass shelf, like a shelf that has glass doors in here in a Rococo style. But I don't have it yet, but I will. And all this is storage area, and here is me. So all this is storage area, all these cabinets. So I do have a lot of storage, even though my house is small. And this is how it looks like when you enter. And yes, my bedroom basically is in the kitchen, but it doesn't bother me as much as I thought it would. And here is my bathroom. This is my recent addition. I wanted a wisteria syreenipuu in Finnish at some corner of my house for the longest time, and I finally put it here because it kind of is very meta in a way that it imitates the wallpaper. So here it is. So I still wanna do this wall as well in the wallpaper, but I'm taking a bit of a pause from wallpapering because although I love the Finnish look and I love decorating, but something about putting wallpaper up is just, it's, if you know, you know, it's very irritating at times. But just a quick overview. There's the shower. I have this little bath bucket. And on the door, we have this Renaissance painting because I just can't deal with white surfaces. But this is a very quick overview. I wish I could go more in depth of, well, yeah, another obsession of mine I have to mention is swans. So I've loved swans forever and ever, and I love the way they love and just how beautiful and magnificent they look. And I love their necks, and I love the ballet references and the ballet attachment that swans carry, because I'm a huge fan of ballet. But anywho, I have to wrap this video up. Here is a painting from Mira Fujita from the 80s. Gorgeous. We love pierrots and harlequins here. But anywho, I wish I could go more in depth, like I've said for the third time right now, but I have to wrap it up. Thanks so much for watching this, and I'm gonna upload some new spiritual witchy content soon, hopefully soon. But thanks for watching this, and peace and love. Bye.